Yemen's Houthi naval forces renew warning for Israeli ships in Red Sea in a statement released on Wednesday. The Houthi naval forces renewed a warning to ships in the Red Sea flying the Israeli flag, managed by Israeli companies or owned by Israelis. The group declared its intent to persist in military operations against Israeli ships and interests until Israel's aggression against Gaza stops. The statement warned any military units providing protection to Israeli ships, stating that they would be considered legitimate targets for Houthi operations. Furthermore, the naval forces cautioned all companies and merchants against engaging in shipping their goods or interests with Israeli vessels, emphasizing potential repercussions. According to the statement, the Houthi naval forces called upon all ships traversing the Red Sea to steer clear of Israeli vessels and explicitly advised against disabling identification devices. Cargo ship seized on Sunday. The Israeli military said a cargo ship had been hijacked in the southern Red Sea. The Galaxy Leader cargo ship was hijacked by the Houthis in the Red Sea on Sunday, with about 25 crew members on board. It is operated by the Japanese shipping and logistics company Nippon Yusen Kaisha. NYK Line, Japan's Chief Cabinet Secretary Hirokazu Matsuno said on Monday. Japan is currently working with Israel and has requested Saudi Arabia, Oman, and Iran to urge the House to release the ship and crew as soon as possible. The United States demands the immediate release of the cargo ship and crew seized by the Houthis in the Red Sea, State Department spokesperson Matt Miller said Monday. More background. The Israeli military said late last month that it had thwarted an aerial attack by Iran-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen. On October 19, a U.S. warship near the coast of Yemen also shot down 4 cruise missiles and 15 drones over a period of 9 hours as they were heading north along the Red Sea, according to a U.S. official familiar with the situation. Their trajectory left little doubt that the projectiles were headed for Israel, the official said. Pentagon Press Secretary Brig. General Pat Ryder said the missiles were fired by the Iranian-backed Houthi forces in Yemen and were launched potentially toward targets in Israel. U.S. interceptions of Houthi launches are exceedingly rare. Iran, despite decades of draconian U.S.-inspired sanctions, has continued to provide training and arms to the Houthis in Yemen, as well as the Syrian regime, Hezbollah in Lebanon, Hamas, and Islamic Jihad in Gaza. Qatar's lead negotiator said that intensive work was needed to broker the Israel-Hamas hostage deal, which was approved by Israel's cabinet in the early hours of Wednesday morning. Mohammed bin Abdulaziz Al Khulaifi, who is also the Qatari Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, told CNN's Becky Anderson in an exclusive interview Wednesday that the deal reached was what the parties want. Our work was extremely intensive, as you can imagine. It's a period of high escalation, military clashes, humanitarian escalation, ground invasion, Al-Khulaifi said from Doha. During the past few weeks, Al-Khulaifi observed the talks go into fits and starts. For example, he said that mediators needed a period of calm when Israel announced the second phase of its war with Hamas in late October. Israel launching a targeted operation on Al-Shifa Hospital in Gaza City also put pressure on negotiations, Al-Khulaifi said, adding that Qatar had to ask the parties not to target vital humanitarian infrastructures. These are not going to help anyone reach an agreement and definitely is not going to help the mediator, he added. But Al-Khulaifi hailed it significant that the parties managed to secure a deal. He stressed that Qatar's work is not done, telling CNN that the country will continue to push for a complete ceasefire in the war. He said Qatar hopes that the breakthrough deal will invite the parties to think more about the current situations and come up with better agreements. Our, of course, main objective here is really to seek a permanent ceasefire and stopping the bloodshed of the people and improving the lives of the Palestinian people, Al-Khulaifi said. The youngest hostage is Kir Baibas, who is 10 months old. The oldest are Yafa Adar, Shlomo Mansour, and Ari Zalmanovich, who are all 85. 11 of the adult women are mothers of presumed hostages, while 5 of the men are fathers of presumed hostages. The Hostages and Missing Families Forum list does not include foreigners who may have been taken into Gaza on October 7. Not all of the hostages taken on October 7 are being held by Hamas. Some are held by another militant group, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, and some may be held by other groups or individuals.